Greetings, beloved ones. This is your servant, Udia Sampa, the CEO of Udia Sampa Spiritual and Herbal Center. To be honest with you, today I saw a particular video that, in fact, it made me very, very emotional. I'm not emotional. Brags, we are our own enemies, as they say. And truly, truly, we are our own enemies. There is a particular video that I would like to share with you. But before I share the video with you, then I'm reminding you that Udia Sampa Manpower is available. The hepatitis B remedy too is available. And if you are suffering from stroke, we have pure organic herbal medicine that will cure you. All our products are pure organic from our deep forest, our natural forest, virgin forest. And if you have any spiritual problem too, the only thing for you to do is contact the Asampa Spiritual and Herbal Center on 054 330 4976. Abusua te sɛ nea meka no, ɛna mahu video bi in fact ama mmerɛ aho ankasa na abibifoɔ yɛyɛ ankasa yɛn ho tamfoɔ na yɛmpɛ bibi papa biara ɛmma yɛn ho ɛna bibi papa bi efiri bibi no biara ɛbɛba no ɛnyɛ adepa ɛmma yɛ. Imagine we have someone like Safo Kantanka in our country manufacturing cars and a whole lot of manufacturing, but here is the case, no one is supporting him. And as I keep on saying, we always keep on vibrating on unnecessary things that will not help me and you and our generation. These are the things that Africa, especially Ghana, we talk much about it. Like I told you, Mami Grace talked about lithium contract, and other people are talking about it, but no one show concern about it in this nation. The only person that talked about it is Mami Grace. But look at our late sister, Dr. Grace Buebi. Those who self-acclaimed spiritualists, pastors, and all those kind of stuff, each and everyone has an account for it, and the debt is coming from this side, is coming from here and there. They will never talk about something which is positive that will bring something good into the country. No, they will not talk about it, but they will rather talk on unnecessary things. Now they are talking about Moisha Budon's sickness, and to the extent that they have to make contribution to her sickness and a whole lot. Yes, it's good, but there are other important things that we can come out to contribute to, so that we will get benefit from it. But no one is showing concern about that one. Where are we heading to? There is a video that I'm going to show to you, and you will be surprised, and you might not believe it. Me, sometimes I said, I don't just draw conclusion for some matters, but as a government or as a leader, when you see something or you hear something, the best thing to do is to do investigation. That's why we have our CID body and all those kind of security personnel for those investigation and others. So if someone come out and say something, we need to investigate whether what the person is saying is true or not. That's the best way. But here is the case. So because of that, everyone will just come and sit on social media for the sake of views. Then they will just frame things, talk about it, then people will be vibrating on it. whether it's true or not, because no one cares about them. Abusua, before. Ode yanko video no. Video no ya ahodo mienu. Ni edikan eye na ekoso yẹn papa ọdẹ mẹdẹ video ni bẹ to so wọn ankasa ọdẹ ehu ẹna the next video ẹyẹ ọsọfọ ọno so asẹm a ọka ẹwọ so ọyẹ sọfọ deɛ nanso asẹm na ọka no ẹtọ asom ẹyẹ nọkorɛ ẹbibifo yɛayɛ yɛn ho atamfo ọdẹ yẹn kɔhwɛ video ne mmra ne ɛba
But there was this Ghanaian woman, Canadian government, a man. So 1 year recruitment, our Alberta oil fields, or Canada, or prepare or producing oil, no, they don't go commercial market to sell. And when they decided to do, because of the world inflation in my man, or buy Ghanaian and this our contracting man. I've consulted for her. Onya not less than more than 2,000 hours with Mdumba Alberta region. With a promise of 2,500 per one person be baby biano, for people to go and live in Alberta and work on the oil fields. When she had come to Ghana, the Ministry of Employment must give what? Also inform them because a illegal migration. So the Ministry of Employment must come in, Ministry of Finance to give her support. Mama, they didn't do. She has to divert to Malawi. And the Malawi president meets her on the tarmac. Malawi president.
I can't sit down.
I can't think. Malawi president. A meeting. And this woman sits on the International Labour Organization now as the deputy board. Where Ghana kwasha contrast ya diamano. Dubai many be. China many be. Obi amen or recruit our Kenya. Or recruit Sierra Leone.
Or your queen.
I
know who you are talking.
Do you know the international contracts in their hands? They just say, access, catch and say, make me see.
Okay.
I consult for her.
Yeah.
She is an international labor organization as what? A consultant.
Yes.
International illegal migration worker.
Yeah.
Contracts are also in USA.
Yeah.
Malawi will do Malawi, meaning will do Mozambique.
You know Steven Seagal.
Oh, madam, would hear me.
With you, Pam. Hey, Ghana.
I true or no, Anna, your friends every Tamali in Abidjan.
Tamali, I don't know about them. Yeah,
I got me.
I know her.
I got me. Fanico Mozambique. What is happening? So I done it.
She's very nice.
They just say, Fanico Mozambique. When him how many schools in Canada? And a man sent Pachoko for students' brain. Do you know how many Canadian companies, Canada government mayors, prime minister level, man?
Mrs. Saga,
oh, make sure say, Mammy craning in our country, so yen Sierra Leone, peaceful. Or yen Malawi, peaceful. Or do Tanzania Asian airport, car be funny limousine. Or do Sierra Leone, baby, or recruit those countries. Why not Ghana? Because Ministry of Employment, all man authorization, they sabotage her. Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
That's why I stopped seeing her.
May say, and you'll be see me say, she consults me, I consult her, we are good friends.
Look at our traditional leaders and the slave trade. We blame the whites for the slave trade we went through. We blame the whites that they offended us. They took us as slaves. But let's wait for a minute. Who sold the black man to the whites? Who sold the black man to the whites? Our own traditional leaders. The enemy is not outside. The enemy is within. If we are asking the Europeans to pacify us and also to apologize to us, our traditional leaders must be the first to apologize on behalf of their ancestors for the evil they have done against their fellow blacks. Look at our attitude towards the environment and the destruction of our water bodies. All our river bodies have turned into dark brown. And you know what they said? In the next 20 years, if we don't stop this illegal mining, Ghana, we will import water to drink. Yet we don't care. And Chinese, they will come from their country into our forest, destroy our forest, destroy our land, and illegally mine and damage our waters. How can they come if the traditional leaders didn't give them permission to do that? And in one instance, whilst they were there, our military went there to protect them. Our own military that is supposed to protect us rather protected the foreigners to destroy our water and destroy our forest. The enemy is not outside, the enemy is within. If you look at our own systems and structures in our country, we don't have a better system to improve the lives of people. Pastor, I was surprised when I read in China, they had a 10-year vision, and they said from 2011, their vision was that in 10 years from 2011, and 10 years from 2011 will be what year? This year, 2021, that they will raise over 20% of the people to become multi-millionaires. Now in 2021, they have 1.8 million Chinese who are multi-millionaires in China, and they are between the age of 40 to 50 years. Multi-millionaires. The government intentionally decided that they would make sure they will have 20% of the population multi-millionaires. They also agreed that they will make sure that they will lift up the poorest of the poor, and they lifted 100 million people from begging to live a better life. But in this country, in our country, we fight our own businessmen. Our government will fight our business people. When they know that your business is thriving, and they know that perhaps you are not sympathetic towards the running party or the ruling party, they will fight you, collapse your company, and make you poor. When in China, they want to make the people rich. In Africa, we want to make our own people poor. The enemy is not outside. The enemy is within. Look at our African leaders. How much they stole, the money they stole away. We are told in Gambia, Jamal Yaha, he stole 11 million US dollars from his own country, Gambia. Sani Abacha stole between 1 billion to 5 billion dollars out of Nigeria. Hosni Mubarak stole 17 million US dollars in 8 years. The enemy is not outside. The enemy to our own progress is within. Look at our presidents, the presidents who were fighting for our independence, what we did to them. In Togo, the man who fought for the independence of Togo, called Sylvanus Olympio, when Togo got independence, he decided that they would not use the French franc, the French CFA. They decided they will have their own Togo currency. And you know what? They used Iyadema to kill him and to get rid of him. When Olympians wanted to make Togo great, the enemy within, the Judas within, killed him. In Burkina Faso, the man who gave them independence, Maurice Yamego, was eliminated by his own people. When Thomas Sankara came, his own body group killed him and got rid of him. The enemy is not outside, the enemy is within. You look at our own country, Kwame Nkrumah started a new vision to develop Ghana, and who undermined him from within? They threw him out by Kotoka. Today we celebrate Kwame Nkrumah, but their own Judas will damage him. I pray that the man who organized that coup to betray Kwame Nkrumah, and for us to name our airport after him, Kotoka International Airport, I think we should start a national conversation to change the name of the Kotoka International Airport, because as long as that name is, we have endorsed coup, we have endorsed enemies that will fight the progress of our nation. We must change the name of Kotoka International Airport to Kwame Nkrumah International Airport. The enemy is not outside, the enemy is within. We need to ask God to give us a new character. Let's change our behavior and have new values, because the person will be smiling with you, smiling with you, yet he will stab you at the back. How can you have a father who wants to destroy your life? Yet in Africa we have governments that do not want to make the people or improve the lives of the people. When in overseas, their governments have created an environment for every citizen to be better. Why is it that our governments can't think about the welfare of the citizens, and we kill the businesses of our own people?
All right, Abusia, but I was so wajebre akọhwe video na aba. Na mesro say abre ni abrebia no, obe subscribe to channel no, na wa share, na wa hit obe ma me like no ayete on bell notification no so say na be ya abre ni abre bia me di video foforo to mu a also sa be ka bi na wa hwe bi se wo hu video no yeti o man mu ha o enya contract from other places ɛwɔ sɛ anka yɛayɛ ma yɛsom nyama yɛ youth adwuma a yɛnya bi ɛnyɛ yi ɛnya adwuma no bi yɛ ɛsiane aborɔ ne bɛyie ne yɛ mpanyinfoɔ bi a ɛdi ɔman anim a ɔmo na ɔmo nso ɔmo di ɔman anim aborɔ nti no adeɛ a anka ɔsɛ yɛnya no hwɛ ɛkɔdi baabi nso yɛte ɔman mu youth yi nyɛ adwuma anyɛ kyerɛ sɛ bibini ada no ɔno ne nua ho tamfoɔ to the extent sɛ bibini sisi bibini a ɛmfa lili da ho na mmom sɛ ɔne outsiders anaasɛ ɔne kwasi buroni na ɛdili deɛ ne ɛyɛ asɛm da bi ameka mese nkɔfoɔ te ɔman mu ha no mate tv so fa sika bɛgye sika fa wei bra bɛgye wei fa wei bra bɛgye wei ɛde skame nipa yɛn mpanyinfoɔ nim ɛnso obiara nka ho hwee ba sɛ bibini akɔraa ɛkɔfa laptop no konya buroni bi a ne sika agu ne so a wonim nea ɔde yɛ na sɛ ɔde n'adwene di agorɔ na ɔsɛnde ne kakrawa na ɔkɔgye a yɛn mpanyinfoɔ sɛ ɛhene ha ɛde instructions ama bankfoɔ na bankfoɔ nso bɛyɛ nneɛma tayɔree sika no koraa mpo no ntumi ɛnyi ma ne nyɛ yie but yɛni tua ɔmo na ɔmo te tv so ɛna fa sika bra bɛgye sika lotto number ɛna chase bank ɛna wei ne nyinaa yɛni tua so yɛnka ho ahwee ɔman Ghana mom yɛn sesa yɛn anamo na ɛnyɛ saa nneɛma ɛreka akyire ama yɛ moma yɛn dane yɛn ani yɛamammerɛ ne amanyɛ bi a yɛato atwene no mom yɛn fa yɛn mpanyinfoɔ ne bɛtena akonnwa so a bible ɛne koran na ɔmode kɔ no mmoa yɛ o moma yɛnyɛ yɛn gyinaeɛ no ɛmfa ma ɔmo fa snap osua ɛne adeɛ bi nse nka ntam ɛno ɛne adeɛ a ɛbɛboa yɛ abusua yɛbɛsen ahyia biem because wokasa wɔ kasa a wanhwɛ a edurumire bi a ne nti ama nipa ntumi kasa yɛ a na wano ɛyɛ akɔ akyiri na wano ɛyɛ atia ɛna wei mu na atem didie na ayɛ a ne yɛ nuanom didi ɔmo ne deɛ ɔmo no koraa na ɛmfa ɔmo ho na ɛfa ɔmo ho a anka nkurɔfoɔ bi aba akɔ ɛɛpere san aba atem didie bɛyɛ na ɛyɛ ni ɔmo ntosu kɔkɔɔ mmom ɛna ɛwɔ sɛ youth no ɛsɔre na ɔmo to kyerɛ ɔmo na ɔmo hu sɛ ampa yɛni abere na ɔmo de adwene ɛredi agorɔ makraw